Good morning. Good morning, family. Wake up. Yeah, it was some of this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, family. Good morning, family. Remember, I do not own the rights to any of the music that you hear being played in the background, but it's Monday. Hey y'all, hey family, good morning. I just thought and felt the need to talk about why not to quit your job today. If you're one of those people that are thinking about quitting your occupation, stop. Don't do it. Don't quit your job, okay? All right? Say I'd rather be with you. All right. So I'm going to give you some reasons why. Good morning, Eric. I just woke up this morning. I'm off that good old cappuccino. Ooh. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? I'm feeling blessed, as y'all can see. Blessed. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Something woke me. Something, with the Lord, he troubled my spirit this morning after prayer. Because I pray incessantly these days, you know what I'm saying, with the political environment and just the different pandemic situations and, and all of the situations. I know y'all feel me. We got to watch our mental, we got to watch what we're doing these days, because if you're normal, you're experiencing some kind of mental situation due to the COVID virus and all of the shenanigans going on. But good morning. Yo, listen, I got 6 reasons why you do not, before you quit your job, we need to go over some reasons why you need to think about it first, all right? Now, y'all know I'm a boss. Yes, and of course, I'm in this human resources class, and I just felt the need to always disperse the information that I'm learning as I go through the class. Anyway, Black Girl Magic Masters, LLC.com. Come on now, y'all, start getting on my website. Start watching my YouTube channel. But anyway, I digress. 6 causes of burnout, which leads to you wanting to quit your job. Now, if and when you feel 2 of these aspects that I'm going to talk about, then go ahead and quit your job. Otherwise, don't quit your job now. Come on now. Otherwise, remember, I don't own the rights to the music you hear. Jasmine Sullivan, she just love of my life. But anyway, call me crazy, but I think I found the love of my life. And it's you. I realized, let me get up in the morning and talk to my booze. So, why you should not quit your job today, or 6 reasons that you should consider before you quit your job, all right? That's all I want y'all to do. First, let's get our good morning on. Y'all wake up. Do y'all got your coffee? I know I got my coffee. So this morning I've been feeling my my roots. I'm always, I'm a little independent thing, you know what I'm saying? Little what do you call it? I'm an introvert, so I'm always to myself, but I sing, so I listen to a lot of music. And Tina Marie. Ow! So anyway, 6 causes of burnout. Now, a fog of burnout that surrounds you will basically make you want to quit your job. So don't quit your job until after you see this video. Okay, now let's see. We've only been talking for about 4 minutes. So allow me, if you would please indulge me and allow me to disperse 6 reasons to think about, or 6 issues to think about before you quit your job today or this week or any other day. All right, y'all? Because if you're, as my article that I am referencing points out, because I'm into the Harvard Law Review, I'm into real good statistical, organized thinking, so I follow a lot of Harvard Review information. And it's this young lady, Elizabeth Grace Saunders. She had an article about managing yourself. And it was like 6 causes of burnout and how to avoid it, right? And she said you're perpetually exhausted, you're annoyed, you're feeling unaccomplished, Come on now, y'all hear me? You feeling unappreciated. This is why you're thinking, hi, Iron. This is why you're thinking about letting that position go today. Like, because you're like I said, you're perpetually exhausted. You're annoyed at every turn. You're feeling unaccomplished. And God darn it, you're feeling unappreciated. Can you tell the truth? Those that are considering quitting, right? Everything in you wants to freaking quit. And remember, I'm allowed one cuss word per my videos. Because I'm a cussing Christian. Because I grew up under some cussing Christian grandmas. One in the AME church. And one there over there, Hebrew Missionary Baptist over there on Go. So anyway. Okay. Ultimately, let me just say this. You're going to make your own decisions about whether to quit your job or not. But there is research that can help you determine whether you should salvage your current job or whether you're in some kind of mismatch between you and your current position. Because if you are, you might need to look for a new one. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So let's talk about the various ways to predict burnout. And I think y'all don't understand how real burnout is. Burnout's so real that the World Health Organization has actually labeled it an actual medical diagnosis now. It's an actual medical diagnosis. Having burnt out, being burnt out, is an actual medical diagnosis, just like racism is now a health situation. I mean, wow, look at God. But anyway, I digress. So, there's 6 areas where you can experience some kind of imbalance in your working situation. Yes, I'm feeling it's this cappuccino this morning. Oh! But anyway, then it's my Tina Marie in the background. Y'all know I'm 44 years old. I'm old. Well, I'm pre-old. I'm pre-seasoned. Forever, I ain't gonna let you go that easy. But anyway, I digress. So there's 6 imbalances that can probably happen in your job, right? And, you know, as a coach, as a business coach, I feel the need to make sure that my people that are on my page have, you know, what they'll need to do in order to figure out if this is a mismatch at your job. So, workload. Is your workload a lot? Do you have, does your workload match your capacity for getting it done? I mean, can you effectively get your work done? Or do you have a lot of work? It matters, people. Because you got to have some kind of opportunity for some rest and some recovery. You understand me? And then you got to find time for professional growth and development. Which, hey, if you need a professional development coach on organizational climate behavior, I'm your girl. Hit me up. BlackGirlMagicMastersLLC.com or BlackGirlMagicMastersLLC@gmail.com so that you can reach out to me directly and I get that information. Alrighty. So, if your workload is extreme and you're chronically feeling overloaded, these opportunities to restore balance don't exist there. So that's a reason for I need to maybe leave this position. So consider your workload. Now, I need you to consider whether or not do you have any control over what happens in your life? Do you have any impact on your professional life? I mean, because feeling a lack of autonomy, and that's what it's called, or access to resources and say in the decisions that actually impact your professional life, listen, that can take a toll on your well-being. All right, people. So you let your managers know. Listen, I don't even feel like I got any decision-making problem. So that's I'm feeling anxiety. Okay, that's what you can let them know. You can let your boss know. Listen, I got too much workload and I don't got any autonomy. I lack the autonomy. I don't have no say in my decisions of my professional life. So yes, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. So if you do feel yourself feeling out of control, step back and ask yourself exactly what is causing you to feel this way. I mean, really, what's causing me to feel this way? I mean, does your boss contact you at all hours of the day and night and make you feel like you need to always be on call? I mean, are the priorities within your workplace constantly changing and shifting so you can never really freaking get ahead? CCS? Yeah, y'all know I was a head secretary for Columbus City Schools until they had to get rid of your girl because I'm too freaking vocal. I'm about my parents, period. And yes, my parents still follow me. My kids still follow me. Yo. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, so are the priorities within your workplace constantly shifting so you can never feel like you get ahead? Or do you simply don't even have any predictability? If there's not enough predictability in the terms of your physical workspace or the people or the resources that you need to effectively perform your job, this is called lack of autonomy. Yes, I'm going to teach y'all the language that we need to use, the content, the words, whatever it is in order to phrase these conversations, right? But anyway, the third thing that you need to consider before you want to quit your job, because remember the first thing we said was, is the workload too darn much? Is it giving you an opportunity to rest and recover? The second thing was, is your perceived lack of autonomy, of your lack of control? Do you feel like you have any control? Or is your boss doing some old, we call it passive aggressive techniques, where, and you know who you are if you're a boss that be doing that passive aggressive, your time is coming. But anyway, the third thing you need to consider is the extrinsic or the intrinsic reward for your job matching your amount of effort that you're and the time that you're putting into this job? I mean, does the extrinsic and the intrinsic rewards actually compensate you for the time and money and effort you are putting into this place pretty much majority of your day, of your life? If not, then you're likely to feel like the investment is not worth it, and the payoff is you already know what to do. Okay, so that's the third reason to consider, or issue to consider, before leaving or quitting your job today, family. So before you want to quit your job today, you got to consider these 6 things that I'm telling you about your girl, your fam is telling you about. So it's got to have some reward to match this time to compensation. It's got to have a good workload situation that matches your capacity so you can get some professional development, rest, and all that. And basically, you got to have some control in the decisions of your professional life. So now number 4, community. Who is around you? This is what I said. This is a special news break, news flash. If you need me to come to your organization for some professional development or community, please, I behoove you to have me come out there and talk to your organization for a professional development. I'm telling you, I'm affordable. I'm going to make it affordable. I will find the sponsors because it is easy. So let me just tell you what. Who do you work with, or who do you work around? It really matters. Come on, people. Can I get an amen? Let me check my comments because I'm 13 minutes in and I want to see who all up with me. Good morning, y'all. All right. So, okay, you getting ready for work. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Get up, y'all. Good morning. All right. I think I'm going to spend about 15 more minutes with y'all because I need to get these other 3 reasons to consider before you quit your job out. And it might take me about 15 more minutes, all right? You got time, especially if you're thinking about quitting this position. Anyway, you got to consider how supportive and trusting are the people and the relationships in your job, in your workplace, because it matters. I mean, in many cases, you can't choose your colleagues. But you can improve the dynamics, right? It could be as simple as taking the time to ask how another person's day was. Hey, for me and all the people that knew me as a head secretary, I'd be like, good morning, or hey, my sugar sunshine, or hey, because that's my energy level, y'all. When me and Kenya Moore did our vision boards at the beginning of this year, January 11, 2020, I put on mine, keep the same energy. And I have turn on your shine, because I'm always shining. Hey, Listen, I don't know. The Lord's put this spirit of good. I'm happy, y'all. That's about it. And I want y'all to be happy too. And one of the reasons why I'm happy is because I was thinking about quitting some things, a couple of, and I use this information, and I think it'll be useful for you too. So let me go on because I digress. But again, when it comes to community, who do you work with and who you work around, because it matters. It could be as simple as taking the time to ask others how their day is going, and or just really listening. Now, newsflash, listening is actually something you have to teach and practice and learn. That's not something you just automatically get. And I actually have a PowerPoint that I'm putting on my new online course. Oh yeah, I got an online course coming. I got a whole new website for the Black Girl Awards and stuff. So anyway, and then my Black Wall Street Investment Group, for lack of a better name, because everybody and their mama want Black Wall Street. But anyway, things are popping. It's happening. So listen to your girl. I want to finish telling you about the community, because if you're choosing, if you're sending an email to someone to let them know that they're appreciated, that's also a good way to show a good, community co-working partner. Or choosing to communicate something that's like difficult, but you communicate it in like a respectful, non-judgmental way. You know what I'm saying? That is a good environment to be a part of. But burnout can be contagious. So you have to ultimately be the person or the change you seek, because you have to elevate your individual engagement. I mean, you got to really shift the morale of the group, and you got to do it. You got to start with you. That's why my tagline is, I'm going to be the goddamn change I seek. I'm looking for me. I'm trying to find that little girl, that young adult, that 44-year-old that's just like me, that potential 64-year-old, 84, whatever. I'm trying to find me and make sure she has the resources she needs in order to keep going, because I know she got that gumption, that ambition. She's prepared, precise, and ready to lead. So anyway, that's me. That's me. And I digress. Y'all let me forget about our music selection. All right. So, no, because I'll get in trouble for this song every time I play it, so I can't play that song. All right, so let's not get in trouble for the last. What I say? We got. I was going to do this too, for like 25, 30 minutes to give everybody a chance to wake up. And if it's 8 o'clock, and if you had to be at work at 8, chill 8. It's 8:04. I'm sorry, I used to be the timekeeper. I'm still the timekeeper, all right? Get to work. So your payroll, do not be coming talking to payroll because you was late and you didn't turn in no documentation. So anyway, but if you got to be at work at 9 o'clock, hey, you got about 10 more minutes with me. You need to be having your coffee. You need to be having your good old breakfast. And you also have had to have prayer right now, because literally I thank the Lord for waking me up in my right mind every day, because things like dementia and going crazy and not knowing who you are, that's real. There's real live issues going out here. So I'm hoping that y'all praying. And if y'all want to pray together, know that each and every morning, your girl is up praying at 6:30 a.m. because that's when I wake up, and usually I don't want to wake up, so I push the snooze button, and so I'm like still asleep and my eyes are closed, and so then I just start automatically going praying for our land. Lord, heal our land. That's the first thing I say. But anyway, pray with your girl. Just know at 6:30 every morning, I'm in prayer with you, and where two of us are gathered, it works according to the masters of the universe. Oh! But anyway, so we're going to get to the fifth question, because basically you already know if the community that you're working around, and you found out all you've done, that you've done all you can and others can't improve or don't want to improve the relationships with you, then you may want to consider a job change. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5 is fairness. I mean, think about whether you believe that you receive fair and equitable treatment. I mean, this goes without saying. We are in this community right now where police officers is just feeling the need to just keep a knee on the neck and just kill you in the cameras and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You know, there's no such thing as too early. The kids, the Generation Zers and everybody, I don't even think they sleep. I believe they're vampires. But anyway, because they be sneaking being their little devices and everything, thinking that we don't know. We know. We just too darn tired to go and address it every night, teenagers. Come on, help us help you. Get off the devices at night. And basically, the more that you're like on your devices and you're connecting it with food, it becomes a problem. So we just listen to us parents. We didn't grow up with all the technology. We had something. We started this about it stuff, but dang. Shoot. I got 2 teenagers. Well, 1 adult and one teen, and both teenagers. Oh my God. But anyway, let's go on. I digress. Because if you feel a lack of fairness, it exacerbates your burnout. So we're just going to move right on. So if you don't got that, you might want to consider a job change, or you can simply ask, can you help me understand why it's not possible for me to get what I need? You know what I'm saying? With the management. Because then now you might have a legitimate litigational situation on your hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And I got friends in high places everywhere. So whatever you need, my people, I got you. My people got you. If I don't got it, somebody else do. You know how the Lord do. He don't play with us. Like I said, I always tell y'all, God got us. So don't worry. And I hope you're reading Psalms 91 just so that you can understand what I mean. And the last and final reason to consider before leaving your job or quitting today, because that's what this video about. Don't quit your job yet until you thought about these 6 things. The first thing was, is your workload too much? The second thing, did you have a lack of control in your decisions in your professional life? The third thing was, is there the reward? Is it commensurate with your time and effort and energy? I mean, for real. The fourth was, is your community, who you're working with? And the 5th one that I just talked about is it fair? Like, is this equitable in this? Because there's a lot of corporations that be doing that sneaky sly stuff, and it's called cliques, classisms, favoritism, nepotisms, the isms, god darn isms. And it's real in these organizations, and that's why I need to go in these organizations and call y'all out, because y'all know I'm an astrologer and a numerologist too. You know, I said I don't tell you the future, but I will tell you the present and the past, because the beginning of a thing tell you the end of a thing. If you don't want to repeat your history, you better know how to. But anyway, good morning. So the 6th and final reason or thing to consider before you quit your job this Monday, hump day, Manic Monday, is, are your values mismatched with this company? Like, I mean, if you highly value something that your company does not, your motivation to actually work hard and persevere can significantly drop. Matter of fact, ideas and motivations tend to be deeply ingrained in individuals and organizations. So what needs to be considered immediately is, do you leave? Because you can't really change that culture. I tried once. I came in there. I was like, listen, I'm going to get us together. And the goddamn custodian went back and kept snitching to the administrator, talking about, well, she said she going to change your building. And the administrator believed him. The hell? My only cuss word. Ow! Good morning, y'all. Good morning, fam. And for the rest of the day, because this video is going to be useful, because again, I said these are 6 things to consider before you quit your job. You need to know whether if this workload, if the capacity is too much, does it give you enough time to rest? And to recover, allow you for professional development, things of that nature. Then the second thing you need to consider is whether there's a lack of control in your professional life decisions. Then you have to consider whether or not there's enough reward, and then you have to consider whether or not who you're working with. And then you have to consider whether or not if there's fair and equitable treatment at this organization. And then you finally got to recognize if your values match this organization. You're welcome, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all to life. And so we're going to go ahead and hey, good morning, family. We're going to spend our last 5 minutes just seeing who all up, jumping on here, who got the good morning to say for me. Also, I need you to consider whether the leaders in your company have shifted their values. I was doing a report for my human resources class last night on diversity in the workplace. And they have these actual people in large organizations that are forward thinking and moving forward. And they call them CODs, Chief Officers of Diversity. And I'm going for those Chief Officers of Diversity. Matter of fact, the state just hired a diversity and inclusion specialist that is a Trump supporter. What? Yeah, I said that. The state of Ohio has a diversity and inclusion representative, a black man, who is an avid Trump supporter. I don't know how they do that. Where they do that? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? The hell? Okay, wait a minute. Can I reuse the cuss word that I already used? Good morning, family. What y'all doing? Y'all got your coffee? It's time to go. It's time to get ready, do this work, handle this business. So I just secured 2 more streams of income. So you already know millionaire-ness is just, that's a foregone conclusion. But this whole trillionaire trajectory that I'm on, cheers! Happy coffee to you! Good morning, everybody! Oh, yes. Good morning. I was driving today, and I was driving in like a little wooded area, and I swear, it was so funny. It wasn't funny, but a raccoon decided to come. First of all, I was behind a car. And I don't know what it is about those cars that got AM 820. It's like, I don't know, whatever that Catholic radio station, whenever I see that bumper sticker on somebody's car, I know I'm going to be driving 20 miles an hour, right? So even though we're driving 20 miles an hour down this wooded road in Gahanna, a raccoon decides to just jump right out in front of little Slow Betty. 820 Catholic AM radio. And it was so funny is that it like waited to kind of sashay across the street in front of her car, but she was already driving so goddamn slow. I was thinking like he gonna make it, but he got clipped. I was like, but he's okay. Listen. Now you know them raccoons, they be on some stuff. But yeah, that raccoon got clipped today by Slow Betty 820 Catholic AM radio, y'all. Okay, I'm not judgmental about them, but they always driving 30 miles per hour. So anyway, we got about 2 minutes left on this video, y'all. So did I tell y'all did I give y'all ways to solve these issues in case you didn't want to leave your business? Let me see if I can do it in like 30 seconds. So if you got overdue workload, to address the stress of workload, assess how well you're doing in these key areas. How well are you planning your workload, prioritizing your work, delegating your tasks, saying no, and letting go of perfectionism. If you haven't been doing one or more of these things, try to make progress in these time management skill areas and then see how you feel, okay? Because we're people pleasers, all right? So stop that. So then if you're feeling like you got a lack of control, ask yourself, what can you do to shift the situation? Is it possible to discuss this issue with your boss or to establish better boundaries and not to respond to messages 24/7, etc., etc. Reward, I mean, in these instances, you want to look within and determine exactly what you feel you are worth. And what you know what I'm saying, will make you feel properly appreciated. That's what you need to do. All right. And then also, when it comes to community, I mean, about the people you working around, literally try to be nice first. You be the change you seek. Be like me. Don't even care about what others are doing. Just keep on pressing on. They'll tell you, I just keep it going, right? Fairness. If you're feeling fairness, this is lack of fairness in your exacerbates, and literally, what you need to do is be aware that you need to start speaking up. All right, because sometimes individuals are just unaware of their biases, and they won't take action until you've asked for what you want. So you can request to be mentioned as a contributor to give part of a presentation or for additional time and resource. And if you still feel that the response seems inequitable, you can consider bringing that up in a polite way. Listen, I know this, and I think we should work together. Can you help me understand why we can't get to that point? Anyway, and finally, if you feel that your values are mismatched, I mean, the way to address that is to basically, do they seem open to change? If not, kick rocks. Kind of like my last relationship. But it's okay, because single girls are all right. And I'm going to be okay. I'm all right with that. Peace, family. Love, peace, and hair, grace. Black Girl Magic.